you got a wide open Kevin Herter at the three-point line.
Chris Middleton on the lob to Giannis.
Play where he can come off a little brush screen, get to the free throw line and knock that down.
Bobby's done a nice job of, especially early in games, just kind of finding seams to get to the offensive glass.
Collins taking it inside, trying to drop it off, and Giannis was there, and then a reach-in foul. Giannis back at the free throw line. Now, last night in OKC, he drew 13 of the 20 fouls that were called in the game. Made 9 of 13 free throws.
It was 10 for 19, had a 10 for 19 game recently, but for the most part has been really consistent. The most important thing, down the stretch of close ball games in this 5-game win streak, he has really come through big time.
Gallinari, that one really now. The thing with Trae Young, is he going to do the lob pass or is he going to do the floating shot? There's Giannis just muscling his way, willing his way in for two, if you will.
Gallinari had to give after the initial contact. He was pushed back about 3 feet.
Backdoor look again. Oh, wow, Giannis! My goodness, Giannis!
Initially, when that left Chris's hands, I thought that was a bad pass. I thought that thing was going to sail clearly out of bounds.
Oh, Dunk City in Milwaukee! That he's tallied here this year. Young flips it over to Collins for 3. 2 of 5 shooting. Now for Atlanta from three-point territory to begin with. Giannis will pull and fire. He was 4 for 4 from 3 last night.
Got to do a better job forcing it toward the goal.
Holiday with that hesitation. Giannis with the tip. How about the third time being the charm?
Got to do a better job forcing it toward the goal.
Holiday with that hesitation. Giannis with the tip. How about the third time being the charm?
Got to do a better job forcing it toward the goal.
Holiday with that hesitation. Giannis with the tip. How about the third time being the charm?
Got to do a better job forcing it toward the goal.
Holiday with that hesitation. Giannis with the tip. How about the third time being the charm?
And then just kind of laying off the basketball.
Zora Stevenson, you can add more.
Well, I asked Javon about this very thing, and he said as a kid growing up, being one of the smaller players.
Still lives in Maywood, Illinois, and you got to think, you know, Javon Carter wants to impress Dad here tonight against an all-star. A logo shot that time for Trae Young. He hit a few of those in the first meeting against Milwaukee.
Just before contact was made, he kind of shifted his position. Gallinari did more to his left, and that means he was not established in a legal guarding position. That's a great call by the official.
See his numbers that he put up last night. And what's remarkable, not just the points. Giannis is looking for big numbers here in this first quarter. He was calling for that at the mid-post and wants to take Gallinari. Looking for Ibaka and went off his shoulder.
39% from the three-point line.
That guy can shoot it too.
Yeah, he can. And you know, you want to see him. Well, you know, at Wes's age, he's the veteran, so he's going to have his up and down spurts.
Giannis pulls and fires, and for back-to-back games, hold that follow-through, Giannis. The final play of the first quarter.
But also just the lack of rim protection. One of the bottom teams in the league in terms of protecting the rim defensively.
Kicks it out to Bobby, and now it's contagious.
Don't email me, league office. If they change the rule, they're going to give some type of penalty for that take foul. Like that, I mean, Bucks have done a really good job last 5 games of defensive rebounding.
Setting up the run there for Atlanta, and Giannis ends that.
I mean, still a lot of guys out.
They're kind of snaking his way into the lane. Capella keeps it alive, and the kick out. Bogdanovich again not there. This is a test, right, for Milwaukee. You get a big lead, a lead that was as many as 18. Momentum was there, but now you got to keep the pedal to the metal.
Thanks again, Zora. Thank you.
Enjoyed the Athletic article on Charles Lee that came out this week.
Was that a left-handed mid-range floater? Yeah, nice job, Chris, on that last finish.
Giannis leaning in. Yeah. 5 of 7 from the free throw line here for Giannis.
Last night, I believe it. You just don't know if he's going to go floater, if he's going lob, and just kind of catches you in between as a backline defender. So it's a defensive player, defensive big. You just don't know how to react quickly enough.
Herder with the catch and shoot opportunity. Herder had the 3 3-point makes in the first half. Giannis from straight away. Capella, he gets him again.
You know, in a wiry sense, we used to always say that back in the day. He's got a wiry strength. You just can't completely. He's just a talented, skilled, intuitive offensive basketball.
About 15 feet, Giannis having maybe a third quarter like he did with the first quarter here tonight.
And that developed some of that same intuitive skill shot making himself.
Ooh, hard foul. Giannis got him. The Hawks and the Bucks, and Reggie Miller was doing the telecast. He was talking about the fouls on Giannis and comparing it to Shaq, comparing it to Michael Jordan, and the fact that night in, night out, possession in and possession out.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I love about Giannis is that he initiates a lot of that contact with his aggressive play.
He had the 13 points in about 6 minutes and 35 seconds in the second quarter alone. Here's Giannis, that back down, fade away. He's just so good, and you expect him to do phenomenal things. Offensive foul call that time on Giannis. He's just so good, and you expect him to do phenomenal things. Offensive foul call that time on Giannis. As we mentioned, Atlanta has been sitting in Milwaukee for the full day on Tuesday. And we know that the Bucks played a game last night in OKC.
You could you feel like you could increase your energy. The Bucks, even though frontline guys play minimum minutes.
Alley-oop to Giannis, and he's got a 30-point game again.
To exploit that at every opportunity. Hawks one of the worst in the league at the defense at the rim.
Back-to-back 30-point games in this back-to-back here for Giannis.
I don't think the guy from Happy who Ralph Mouth.
I'm going to split screen of Cassius Clay in that man. Like you've made the comparison.
Muhammad Ali, please. You got a 12-point lead, but you just feel like the Hawks are going to start knocking down some shots at some point. Getting some pretty good looks for them. One of the best shooting teams in the league.
Giannis checks his feet. The three-pointer is not there. 1 for 4 or 1 for 5 shooting.
Really similar. And then Trae Young takes over 22 of the final 32 points he was responsible for in that fourth quarter down in Atlanta. So hopefully the Bucks, will continue to build upon what they've done in this 5-game win streak, and that's step up in the fourth quarter and do the things necessary. He's got that he's one guy out there that's got that ability to break you down off the dribble and get to his spot. Wow.
Yeah, Giannis feeding Grayson. What a pass.
I mean, the back line defense.
Let's come to the scorer's table as of yet. Giannis looking to go off the bounce, finds Grayson again. He's looking for Grayson, and he knocks it down. A 3-point shot. Two-player game between Chris and Giannis. And Hunter with the defensive duties, blocking foul that time.
Forcefully injected himself into this MVP conversation. 39 last night, 35 and counting tonight.
Forcing the issue for sure.
He is indeed. You don't have to consider the playoffs if you don't want to. Just consider the regular season. It's up to you. Just me.
Giannis just adding to his tally. He's got 38.
Comfortable if you're watching this thing, knowing how this gentleman here can orchestrate.
Score quickly. Giannis coming down. They're going to call the foul.
Talking about what a 25-pound advantage for Giannis.
It's the second foul here on Hunter.
It's been Jordan Nwora at times against the Phoenix Suns.
What do you think he sees with Russ over at Javon Carter?
Well, Russ is a bit bigger size. I mean, 6'5". He's showing Trae Young an aggressive wall. Not just a wall, but an aggressive wall.
Giannis leaning in. Well, final few seconds ticking off in this one. They're going to get win number 6, or the 6th straight win, I should say. Giannis flips it up. Giannis flips it up. 43 for Giannis Antetokounmpo.